Hi, good evening, everyone. Just sharing the link across my channels. So give me 1 second. I'll be just okay. So I have shared the link. Let me log on to my laptop and just hi Ram, hi Shiva, hi Vineet Singh, hi Kali, hi Mr. Monster, hi Brino, hi Mani, hi Suraj. Good evening, everyone. Hi Nagaraj. Hope you all had a good, reasonable day. Market reacted like what it was supposed to, and Mr. Chairman did exactly what Biden told him to focus on inflation. As if you listen to him thoroughly, he clearly said economy is in a very good state. Unemployment rate is pretty low. As of the current moment, there's no shortage in the number of jobs, but there's actually shortage of the staff or the labor. So these are pretty good economic conditions. And the second thing he said, that as soon as the interest rates start to rise, they will start to unwind the balance sheet. And that's why the market reacted, because nobody was expecting anything as early as unwinding on the balance sheet with the interest rate. So we're going to have a high interest rate hike in March, and that was all discounted, but nobody expected the hike along with the balance sheet reduction. So this is going to be a little tricky market now. And yesterday we had a plan that market should sustain between right here above 43.50. We almost tested 44.58 area. So it like last night when we were discussing, it was hovering around 43.60. It went on to make 44.46. Then once it lost 43.82, which I explained during my daytime, and once we broke 4382, we are now around 4280, 4290, and trying to test this area. 4280 has been some support in the past, but it's a market which is sell on rise till the moment you are below 4382. Similar to NQ, once we were above 14 1-to-1, we hit this number. Once we went down, we hit this number. Same with SPY or QQQ. BA below 204.60 went on to make almost 190. Apple was a perfect sell in this morning and went down. Amazon gave one opportunity, but it was too quick, so it's not there. Microsoft did well. Tesla almost 987 came. So I did only one trade, which was Facebook, because I found Facebook to be pretty weak comparatively or relatively in the entire market. And I chose Facebook trade and playing along with that. Now let me start with some scans, because now market is clearly out of Fed printing machine. Srini, I'm looking at, cannot see any chart. Can you all see it now? There's a lack of 30 seconds. I was going through the yesterday's pointers, the levels which we discussed. Just let me know if you can see my screen, and then I can move forward. And again, guys, there's going to be a 30-second lag between what I am speaking and what you're looking. You're still looking at my watch list. If I click on charts, can you see my charts? Still watch list. That's so weird. But I've shared my screen. It's not like, give me 10 more seconds. I will just check. Finally, you're seeing my chart. Yes, cool. So this was the Excel sheet which I was talking regarding yesterday. That we had all these levels and the market respected these levels on the both sides. I wanted to do more trades, but control myself and stick to only one trade per day. That was Facebook, and made some reasonable money on that. Now let me just add, because yesterday I removed many tickers. So let me just start from my daily scan on the inside day. And I did post open equal to high today. And see, BA 206, 206 went on to make 191. So the number of tickers which were there initially at around 9:45 when I posted this were reduced to only 2 by the end of the day. That's why I prefer if you ease out early morning, because today was very volatile market. So I think the 2 is still a better number. But in case it's a normal day, it's going to be a much better scan. So inside days, IBM, Moderna, DWAC. So IBM, I would like to add into my list. IBM. And now you can all tell me which all tickers you want me to add. I'm just going to add rows here. Just let me know which tickers you are interested in. And I'll also pick up the tickers from previous sheet so that we can have some set of elements. Not this one. This one. So I definitely want to add Facebook. Snow shop. Shop is like it will look on all the levels. So let's look at the stocks which were actually less weak today. So these are the weak stocks in my watch list. Again, it's my watch list. Look at the stocks which were strong. DKNG was strong. Chewy has been keeping strong. Nvidia. So I want to include Chewy for sure. Nvidia. DKNG. Microsoft is there. BA is there. I do want to include LMT. Let's do Google, those big names now. Google, AMD, a firm. Neo, I'll make a note here, Neo. Now just gapping up because of change in some CEO chairman. That's it. Otherwise, they missed out on their earnings. LRCX, as I said in the evening, LRCX, somebody really bought a big put on LRCX. See, the screen is still open in front of me. LRCX. I showed this in the afternoon when we were discussing that somebody actually sold the call for 6 or 9 for 3.9 million. So this was a really, really big, like this guy is going to make money tomorrow. So LRCX is already done. There's nothing left in LRCX. Hi, Chris. IBM now. I want to include Netflix today because Netflix got some push. So we have PA. Let me also see which tickers were green in Dow Jones. Banks. So let's add one bank here. JPM. One healthcare, United Healthcare. I think that's a very distributed list. We're covering tech, we are covering industrials, we are covering other tickers as well. I'm not going to add SPY today because it's too much repeated information. Same for NQ. I'll stick to my original plan because it takes too much of time. Stick to ES and QQQ. All right, let's start analysis then. Yeah, there's few stocks. Oxy, I've been always saying Oxy is always in this market. Crude is making good. We can talk about Oxy. Procter and Gamble, no, I don't rate that. SLB, I don't rate that, and I don't even have any information. Juniper Networks, not my cup of tea. So let me start with ES first. ES on the daily basis, like whatever negative news we wanted to hear from Fed, they are out. So there's no uncertainty in the market about anything now. It's like whatever harm it can do, it has done. Now, either we will break down further or we'll have some sentiment shift and we'll try to test 12 EMA before changing the trend. Right now, the trend is bearish. So trend is still short, and till the moment we are below 432, this is that line which is based on these two numbers, 4328. Till the moment we are holding around this area, we're going to hit 4260. So right now the index is 4288. I posted that in the afternoon. If 4328 is broken, go short. If 4382 is broken, go long. So now in this case, we have broken 4328 and we saw the quick slide to 4295 in the in the last hour, and then because of results and some positivity with Netflix buying, QQQ and ES went up, but now they are back in their actual values. So let's see how the market moves from here. Okay, so I'm going to keep my bearish stance in the market, but as I said, all the negativities are already in front of you. Now market has to take a decision from here. I'll make note of Moderna and UPST. UPST was looking good, but UPST I recommended 2 days back at around 80 on 24th. So 4328, till the moment we are holding below this, we're going to hit this area. I'm giving it 40% just because there's too much of uncertainty till today afternoon, and that is now gone. Market will take a pause. We'll try to understand that, yes, the economy is good. Plus, tomorrow, I think we have two numbers. Let me open investing.com and check. We're going to have two economic numbers. And again, Now market will respect these numbers. It's not going to like ignore or neglect the importance of these numbers. So tomorrow the important one is GDP. If GDP is strong, as Jerome Powell was suggesting, that just GDP is pretty strong, we have good employment, that will confirm his resolution to kill the unwinding, or to start the unwinding as soon as possible. If GDP is a little weaker than expectation, market will rise. So that is one of the important reasons which I'm going to mention. Less low GDP, market can go high. And these are specifically notes, so I will just change them into a separate color so that we can all see them clearly. Above 4328, market can try 4382. This is that area 4382. There's no resistance here. And above 4382, it's going to test the 12 EMA, which is at the 38.2 Fibonacci. So if market has to reclaim any positivity or any aspects towards flat or neutral, it should hold above 4382. If it loses 4382, this number, that is 23.6 Fibonacci, it's going to be totally bearish market. So in order for market to have any positive aspect or any positive linkage, it needs to hold 4382. So first target is 4382 and second target is 4459, which is the 12 EMA. Below this 4328, first target is 4260. So right now we are at 4280. If that breaks down, we can easily short to 4260. Again, I'm gonna call this as 40% and this as 60% because we are holding below 4328. Okay. Now let's move on to QQQ. QQQ again had a bearish engulfing candle here. It came to this cross of a top side regression channel and like left to right and from top to bottom, could not cross this. Failed 351, failed 343 and closed below or closed around this, which is a 61.8% of Fibonacci. This is really, really important. If it loses like what it is doing right now, it can touch 338.57, which is almost there, but right now we cannot trade it. So I will ignore it. And let me reverse this because it's a gap down still. So if it sustains above in the morning with some positive news, it can go back. And this will be a neutral territory now. So market is neutral to short, primarily short. Stop loss is 344, 343.97. So 344. If we lose this, 338, 333. The same set of targets. 338.57, 333. And you can sell this as soon as you lose 300. And I would say if you get an opportunity, sell below 344 as soon as, like, again, we don't know, market has not opened right now. It might open. If it holds 344 area, hold 344, try to enter above 346. That is a good area. 346, you can test 351, which it did today, and then 355 area where it failed. So today's high is 350. 7. So 357. 16 Fibonacci's support. 16 break. And you have any questions around ES and QQQ? Let me know. MK, have I used market profile charts for trading? No. If you know how to do that, please come and share so that we can all learn. I have not used that. Right now, futures dipped to 42.60 almost. So our target is almost there. 42.65. So it's a short market. If it comes around 43.28, it's a very good opportunity to go short. If it sustains here, then you can try with a stop loss of 42.60. So market is almost 2% down here at this moment. Then let's talk about BA. So BA is now a short candidate for sure. BA and is a short candidate. The trend is negative now, 197. And let me add gap finder just to see if we have any open gaps in BA. Let me go into a 5-year chart. Yep, we have some gaps here, not the weekly 5-year daily charts. We have a gap here between 187. That gap was filled. Then we have a gap here, which is between 154 and 172. So that gap is there. BA has been decimation for everybody, including me. If it has to bounce, 190.64 is the area. If it doesn't bounce here, it will come down to 178. Plus, it has the dividend as well, and that dividend, no, not the dividend, it's the earnings. They don't have any dividend. So below 190 this time, it can test 178 area. So I am short on BA, but I will keep 194 or 193 as the stop loss and sell below 190.64. Target is 187 and 178. 70% possibility it can go down. Achieved this, so there's no need for it. Apple, you may like it or not like it, but I still want to short Apple. The trend is negative now. And in Apple, if I have to draw Fibonacci again, because these Fibonacci's are pretty much done, let me draw a Fibonacci extension right from this area. I'll pick up this one, take it to 182.94, bring it down right here. So even for this, the target is coming as pretty low, so it's not meaningful. So let me remove this. Let me make a weekly candle here and try to see. Even this one will not make sense. See, this way I keep my previous ones because they are really, really useful. So let me take right from here to this point and bring it down here so that I have these. Yeah, I'm not cleaning them up, but you can clean them up. So below 158.91, and you see it's 61.8 of my previous regression channel Fibonacci extension. It's getting respected exactly very strongly. Open close, it's coming here 154.81. It came there, bounced right off it. So whatever I did was good. That confirms trend is negative. I want to short this with all these negativities related to Fed and issues with labor and the same thing which Tesla had. Apple is going to have the same thing. So I don't expect any big movement on Apple on the upper side. As I said, I want to short this. If you get an opportunity, short Apple, and these are my targets. Again, labor challenges. I'm making notes so that I know what I'm doing. And I will post these notes as well. I'll do the coloring later on. Amazon will die down unless we do something about this company. If it loses 26.92 this time, the trend is totally negative on Amazon. If you can see here, the trend is totally negative from 3,400. Every time it's coming to 12 EMA, it's failing. Either you can buy at 26.92 if market opens a big gap down, or you can short. So 26.92, because it's a failure of 61% at 35.12, it should come at 26.92. If it doesn't hold 26.92, it's going to go down really, really big. My concern for Amazon with earnings is Amazon is dependent on e-commerce. It definitely generates revenue and good bottom line from AWS, but it spends humongous amount of money on e-commerce where it is not generating that kind of top line and the margins. With increased labor cost, with increased crude, with increased issues with supply and demand, it's going to be a very challenging quarter for Amazon. So I'll be expecting they do the split this time. Otherwise, we will see 21.86 on Amazon after the earnings. That's my prerogative, my choice, but I'm sharing my view. So right now we are at a stage 27.60 is your stop loss. Sell this below that level. 2700, you will get it. Again, if these levels are achieved, target one, and it's trying to support here, you may change the direction. Same thing with stop losses. If stop losses are hit on the upper side, go for change in the direction. Amazon is short. I want to sell below 2760, 2800, 2692. And let me see if you have anything here. 2500, or there's a gap. See, gaps are always filled. There's a little tiny mining gap right here. And that gap is right here. That gap is 21. That's done. There's also a gap here. Yes, there's a gap here. 2620 and 2647. So 2620 is the gap. 2620. gap at 2620. Possible gap fill. Now, if it opens around 2692 and tries to hold, use the momentum and see if it's holding or it's giving up at that area. Microsoft could not sustain 298 again today. $298.86, it could not sustain. It tested the 12 EMA. Trend is negative. Failed big. Had like good numbers supporting it, but could not hold on to the trend line and is extremely weak. Now 298.86 is 61 Fibonacci. That is one going to be my stop loss. 298.87. If it sustains above this, you can come and go long. Target is 291.78. 287.39. 280. Sell below 295.30. Again, 61 Fibonacci break. I'm also giving the logic in case somebody is not able to comprehend. Tesla, I am super short. I wanted to die this company. This is a bubble. 929 again, like today it came, tested this area, could not hold on to it. Definitely holding on to this important 929 area, but I doubt it will sustain in the morning. So 929 is your stop loss. Sell below 900. Your targets in this case will be, there's a gap of 845 which needs to be filled. It's still open, and if it goes down, it will fill all these gaps. It's 779. See, again, I'm just reiterating myself. If 929 breaks on the higher side, go long. But 929 is a really, really important area. If it holds around 845, try to go long with a small stop loss. It doesn't mean that we cannot go long in the market when the target areas are at the support levels or at strength level. Keep an eye on these numbers. They are going to be really, really helpful. IBM, I am really positive on this. The first green you will see. I want to add this company. And I'm going to remove this regression channel for now. From 38, we went up, could not hold to that 61%. I want to add near 131. If I get an opportunity to add at 131, I will love to do that. Buy near 131.50. So it is discounting if market is weak. Stop loss is 130. 34 EMA. Target is 135.50 and 141. Again, it's one of the better stocks. So best year in 10 years. Facebook, I am short, and I was short in the afternoon on Facebook as well. Facebook is breaking all the levels in the past few months, so I need to really, really clean this up so that it looks much better. So let me remove this interim lines. Let me find something where it makes sense. I can try and have something like this here. Let me remove them as well, or cancel the extension. Yeah, so this is done. I'm creating a new. Let's see. And I'm creating Fibonacci extension right from the lows of COVID. And again, I'm doing this, and let's see if it works out properly and give us exactly what we expect. Okay, let me just fix the numbers. The low is 137. High is 304. 137 and high is 304. 137. 304.70 and low here is 244.61. Cool. Done. Now let's see where we are heading. See 348 area. Let's verify 348 area. You see right here. We are struggling. Okay. 308 area. We were bouncing. Now we are struggling. Now next support is 284. If we lose this 290, we should see 284. And below 284, we can actually see some serious down move. So Facebook is short. Stop loss is 294. Sell below 297.2. Target is 284. Let me see if I have any more. And there was some gap previously, which 277, 275. 275 area is where it can go. Again, 70%. This was the weakest of the tech today, and I was watching it. Weakest tech. And again, any of this, if comes around and market, let's say open at 284, stays there, then 284 becomes your stop loss. And then you can go for these targets. It's just you have to use these numbers according to your understanding. Do not just boggle down with market. Chewy. I included Chewy because last couple of days it's trying its best to regain. Tested the 12 EMA today and making a dodgy. I believe it's going to capture the 12 EMA. It's making higher highs for last 3 days and higher lows, which is really bullish. I want to add it with a stop loss of 43. Chewy is positive by above 44. This high is 44.30. Stop loss is 43. Target is 46, 26, and 51. Or let me see. 48. It's bullish. Higher high, higher lows. Nvidia, and anybody who wants to trade futures right now, it almost came to 4260 area. If you want to go long, you can try going long here with the stop loss of 4260 and see if it moves up, because we are almost like 1.6% down, and Nasdaq is much more down than this. Nvidia, I would love to add this around 218 if we get an opportunity. Otherwise, there is a gap which was filled at 209. 209, I think, is an area. If it gives you a chance, and this is a trade for ER. Stop loss is 209. Buy in the range of, because it's a high beta stock, 215 to 218.87. It's a high beta stock. If and target is 234, and I'm just saying it's possibility of a good run for the year. So I'm just giving it a neutral ER, high beta. I don't want to short this because it has already given up some substantial levels, filled all the gaps. So now shorting this will give me nothing. So it's better to wait for it to go down and add in a specific area. DKNG has been a victim of decimation in this market. In straight line, it's again one of the examples of M. Now I hope most of you understand what is M. Broken all the areas and everything. Now let me go back to 5 years. Come on, clean it up. We only have this much. So it's coming at its base area. So till the moment it's holding 20. It was trying to set a morning star at this moment because it was dodgy and then it bounced right from there. I would say till the moment it's holding about 20, it's all right. Your stop loss is 1930 and you can go long in it's still neutral by above 20, stop loss 1930, target is 22 and 26. But again, this is something which is really itchy companies. LMT, I want to trade LMT. It's finally breaking out after a very long time. It's coming in this area after a lapse of reasonable time. So let me do one thing. Let me remove the drawings here, create something on this. And again, it's a consolidation of many months here, and it's clearly making a W. So a break above this can take it to all-time highs. LMT is a very high potential company at this time. And let me draw some Fibonacci here. Or let me draw some regression channel first. I'm going to pick up from 241, go in this direction, extend to the right, and then from here, let me make some extensions. That's my bottom to high. Yep, and look at this, 394.81. perfectly coming in our resistance area, and it's providing a base. It's bouncing right off this area, so above 394 it should see 412. So LMT, I'm seriously bullish. If in a market drop, I would love to add this between 389 to 384. Stop loss 377, target 395, 394, 81, 412. Google for some strange reason was holding really strong as compared to any other tech. It had some gaps which it filled. Now it's holding about 25.34. So if it comes around, supposedly market comes, it breaks around 24.34, 25.34, I would love to add this with a stop loss of 24.90 in Google. So Google, I am positive. Buy near 25.34, stop loss 24.90, target 26.27 and 26.77. 60% strongest tech today. AMD along with Nvidia almost given up 40-50%. It's breaking below 111, and that was a previous level where we have struggled a lot. Now I would love to go long around 111 or come around 104, 105 area. So if it comes around 104, I would love to add AMD, and I'm giving it neutral. Add. Yeah, people who remember AMD, we were trading it. It was struggling around 104, 105 for quite some time. So add near 107.20. Stop loss is 105. Target 111, 31, 118, 61. Previous big resistance. A firm has been decimated like any other tech stocks. Again, it's a support which comes around 53. So I'll say it's neutral. Stop loss is 53, 56. And buy near this 53, 56. Or make this stop loss at 50 around figure because it's a high volatile stock. And target is 59, 644 and 63.30. I don't expect anything bigger than this on here. Netflix. Bill Ackman published something that it's being bought. Again, it respected this 61.8 Fibonacci, 354, and bounced right from it. Till the moment it's holding 371. I would say I don't know about the positivity in the market, but 354.40 is 61.8 support. It's really important. It's positive because it has shared everything negative about it. Target is 371, 72, 393. 60% positive. JPM, they're going to be flat. Chris, I am mostly short, but I had these short position or like thought of these short position, discussed these short positions yesterday as well in the afternoon at around 4328. Netflix will open around 360, Jerry, with market down this much. This could be one of the best lots. JPM is finding a base near 146, 147 area. It's making a morning star. It came all the way to 150 today. So I would love to add this with the stop loss of 145.50. Continuation. JPM buy near 146, stop loss 145, target 150. 154. 70%. United Healthcare. It's kind of making head and shoulders. It's like I don't want to ignore this. It's already there. If again 61 Fibonacci, if it loses 452, I'll be looking to short this for 427 because there's a big gap which needs to be filled. So I'll be looking to short this one below 442. So this is short, sell below 452.60, target 440, 427. Stop loss is 458. Looks like we give 70%. All righty, so alrighty, so I'm pretty much done. 126, 27. It's already more than 45 minutes. I'll be posting this information. Anybody wants to talk, I'm going to share the link for 15 minutes. I want to make it time bound. It's getting too much for me to manage it. So I'm posting the link right in the chat. So now let's pick up the tickers which we had additional. NEO. NEO has broken down since 38, 39 area. It's below, well below 22. Okay, let me just add. So NEO has broken here. There is a gap which is due at 2117, 2186. Let me just check this gap. 2197. What's the low today? So there's a gap at 2197. If that gap is filled, then it can go down further because there's a couple of more gaps which need to fill. So NEO is extremely weak. Oxy Oxy is really, really strong. It's a very bullish consolidation. I expect 45-50 area in Oxy. Because I expect, why would Tesla run? I have no idea. I don't know why people are so much, they don't understand. They don't listen to the conference call. They don't understand the details about it. Just somebody said so and they come out. Ready, please understand and watch the conference call. When the conference call was done, stock came down from 970 to 930. And since then, market is down. So please do like log in 15-20 minutes in the conference calls and spend your time. Hi, Nitesh.
Hi, Paji. Just wanted to ask about Baba because it has bounced from these levels many times in the past 2 to 3 months. It was
Baba, I
holding.
would love to do like 108 area.
Yeah.
If it comes around 108, yes,
Mhm.
I would love to add that. And that will also give me inverted head and shoulders.
Yes. Yeah. I actually added around 115 today because and it's just like 5 or 10% down. But yeah, tomorrow I'll see. And it was just a starter position actually
Okay.
for
I
earnings
think
because it
108 can
has.
be a good area to add more here.
Yes, right. But below 108, I think I'll taking it a stop loss below 108.
108 is your stop loss.
Yeah.
And Jerry, conference call was not bullish. He started with some positive points, but then he complained regarding the labor shortages, uh, the issues, and that's why stock from 970 came down. And I've been saying this to you for last 2-3 weeks that market is in a correction mode, and we have come down almost from 4800 to 4200. You still have, I don't know what to say on that. Okay. Anyone else has anything on the ticker? PayPal was something. PayPal can, like from PayPal from 222 area, PayPal is going down and down and down. With the economy getting weaker, the spending capacity is getting hit. So PayPal final support at this moment is 151. If it loses 151, it's going to come fill the gap at 124. So keep an eye on 151. If it loses that, it's going to come down and fill the gap. Yes, Manoj.
Hi. Hello, Navaldeep. This is Manoj. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
okay. I had a question about Apple, right? I think Apple is reporting tomorrow. The way Apple is traded over last 3-year period is like they have a 2021 revenue very high, and then I think it's going to go back. And they announced today that they're going to do the payment service over the phone without any equipment. So, what your opinion on Apple, or should I just keep it short? Because I had put
See,
on Apple.
let's see. Even now, the major component of Apple is iPhone sales,
iPhone's still correct.
right? And they are struggling with the manufacturing because of the supply and demand issues.
Correct.
Even then, it went on to make 180.
Correct.
So let's see what it says in the conference call. Again, I'm not going to play the ER,
Okay.
but my view is it's a short. And again, there's an M pattern in PayPal.
In
Because I was
PayPal,
doing
yes.
this PayPal.
Correct. The SQ and PayPal both should go should have a negative day tomorrow because of the Apple announcement.
The Apple also is making a M.
Correct.
It's almost there.
Yeah, it's almost there.
There's like 145, 146 is the final destination.
Yeah.
And all these stocks, they ran so much in last COVID year that reality should come and evaluate them on their current earnings and future earnings.
Okay. And second question, I had it for option trading on futures. Do we need any additional approval or it's just go through?
Yes. You need to have futures enabled on your account.
Okay. You just future enabled is good enough, right? Or you need an option separate option?
Futures and future options are both different instruments. And market rightly bounced from 460, 4260 area, about 15 points up.
15 points. Okay. Yes. I think that's all I have. I'll talk to Ameritrade tomorrow.
All right.
Tomorrow. Thank you.
Anyone else? Otherwise, I'm pretty much done.